Rumors are that allegedly Kandi and Porsha were actively sabotaged. But by who? I have some new information that may answer that question and more right after this. What's up, kinfolk, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, do me a favor and subscribe. And if you already are subscribed, do me a favor and get notified, so you'll know whenever I upload new videos to the channel. Alright, kinfolk, come on into the house. We have a lot to talk about, and it centers around rumors that allegedly Kandi and Porsha were actively sabotaged. But by who? I have some new information that may answer that question and more, and here it goes. Rumors are that Bravo is planning to make a major move that may shock fans. One source said, "It's all very weird how the network is moving. It feels as if they are trying to quietly quit in a very strategic way. For me, it now seems obvious," ended the source. Another industry insider said, "It feels as if Bravo is ready to move on. Why? I'm not sure. Logically, it doesn't make sense, especially now having seen how much they are financially investing in building this Housewives Universe. Many insiders are beginning to feel that the network has lost its way, or at least lost its way with the fan base. So, the question is, what has Bravo done that has fans in an uproar ready to jump ship? Well, industry insiders point to the recent cancellation of Kandi and the gang and Porsha allegedly not receiving a wedding special as signs that Bravo is completely out of touch with its minority fan base, ended the source. Another industry insider said, "Bravo has been struggling with this for years, but there was hope that they were finally trying to get it right. But apparently not," continued the source. "Sure, Porsha's brand of drama is toxic, but at least I expected them to give her a 4-episode wedding special," the source continued. "I mean, it's a wedding. How toxic could she make it? Besides, this is the biggest housewife wedding this year after Teresa's wedding. The hype and the interest is there," said the source. "I just wish the cameras were too." Also, however, industry insiders seem more shocked at the cancellation of Kandi and the gang more than anything. Another industry insider said, "Everyone behind the scenes were shocked. Kandi and the gang has strong ratings and so much potential with storylines. But that seemed not to be enough for the network, which is probably the main reason why fans are becoming increasingly frustrated with the things over at Bravo." Now, kinfolk, when this particular rumor came across, and I was starting to read the many comments and the many articles about what's going on allegedly over at Bravo and how fans are beginning to believe that Bravo is officially dropping the ball, there were beginning to people talking that it seemed as if the network was trying to allegedly actively sabotage its programming, especially with the minority base. Now, kinfolk, all this is speculation and alleged information. However, there have been quite a few moves by the network that seem to suggest otherwise. And the first thing that I find very interesting about this entire situation is this. Many people have been talking about this behind the scenes, my sources are telling me, and I've heard a couple of commentators and talk about it actually in front of the camera. But what my sources are telling me is that behind the scenes, allegedly, it appears as if the network is trying to move away from the ensemble housewife cast type of content. Now, when this rumor first came up sometime last year, and also immediately after the pandemic, I was thinking to myself, like, that's just crazy. Because when you look at the Bravo landscape, I can't really tell you any other show that's on Bravo besides the Real Housewives franchises. And I'm willing to believe the majority of the fan base and viewers of Bravo probably can't mention too many other shows outside of the Housewives franchise. And so it never really clicked, and I never really bought into that rumor. However, seeing how they went about and canceled Kandi the Gang and didn't give Porsha a spinoff, those rumors started to have a second life in my mind. They started to make me start to think that maybe there is a concerted effort to maybe not sabotage the minority programming, but definitely it seemed very strategic on their part as a way of trying to back out of the ensemble cast type of content. And so, kinfolk, that brings us to the next thing that I find it very hard to believe about this rumor, but their actions are saying different. And the other part about this rumor that I find very hard to believe is this. It really does seem as if Bravo, as of late, has been investing quite a bit of money into their Housewife franchise universe. I mean, look at BravoCon. BravoCon was, in my opinion, a telltale sign that Bravo is really trying to either save the Housewife franchise or trying to breathe new life into it, which is understandable. I believe it's their biggest moneymaker for the network. However, when you go about canceling adjacent reality shows that are adjacent to the franchises of Real Housewives and also adjacent to some of their top stars on the shows, for this example, Kandi and Porsha, it has you to think otherwise. How are they trying to actively expand their Housewives universe when they keep constantly canceling spinoff shows that are doing pretty good in terms of ratings and decent enough, in Porsha's example, decent enough with public opinion? So it makes you think that maybe there is a lack of direction over the network about how they're going to strategically move forward in the Housewives universe. And another thing that I really hate how it appears to be that all the minority shows or spin-off shows are taking all of the heat. Now, not to say that there haven't been other shows that were not minority spin-offs of the Housewives Universe franchise, because there have been several that have been canceled and not back. But however, it just seems very peculiar that the minority franchise spin-offs that were doing pretty decent in ratings and in public opinion were being canceled. And so it made me believe that maybe there could be some type of strength to this rumor that the network is trying to actively get away from the Housewife universe. Now, with that being said, there is a part of this rumor that I do find also very peculiar. And I find it very peculiar because of this. It does seem as if there is some type of plan to revamp the way the Housewife universe is presented to its minority viewers. We're seeing that Porsha and her type of toxic brand is not necessarily still welcome at the network. A lot of people may believe and probably feel like that's a good thing. And so I do feel like there may be a plan to revamp the way the minority cast and maybe even the other Housewife franchises are presented to us in a more fair and equitable way. We've seen a lot of them doing that with the ladies over in New York. And now we're beginning to see them do that with the ladies in Atlanta. So, with that being said, I can kind of see where Bravo is going, but it does seem just a little bit weird that you would still cancel some of your top rated shows. Now, Porsha's brand of drama, I can see that. But Kandi's? I'm not sure. It just all comes out very weird, which gives life to these rumors that are all speculation and alleged information that the network seems to be actively trying to sabotage its minority programming spinoffs of the Housewives franchises. Something that I don't believe, but however, when you move like this, it just says otherwise. Now, kinfolk, I want to know what you guys think. Do you think it appears to be that Bravo and the network and producers are actively trying to move away from the minority spinoffs of the Housewives franchises? Or do you think it's all just business and one big coincidence? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Alright, kinfolk, as always, if you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you guys over on the next one. Peace.